Hey, good morning. It's Jacob, just doing the daily shortcut. Boy, is it sunny. It is absolutely gorgeous here today in Denver, and what a beautiful day. It's been a very special morning for me, actually. I've got a special day today. And what I wanted to do was just keep this one really short. I've got the rest of the Tarot by Tribe series uploading right now, so the last 6 signs will be up here shortly. And I'm getting ready to cut the Down and Dirty daily. But I was just doing my mentoring session with my coach, and it just hit me. I mean, this morning I had so many things that I had to attend to just here at home, and I felt like I needed to hurry because like I said, I'm having a very special day and I needed to get to something. And it was just really awesome for me to just stop for a minute and realize that for the most part, most of my senses of urgency, when I feel rushed these days, I'm not going to say that it's not urgent. I have urgent matters to attend to, but my time has become leveraged in a way where it's kind of like I can just hit the pause button on certain things and attend to my life. And it just really makes me feel very free. And I hadn't thought about it in those specific terms until I was checking out my own daily shortcut from my coach today. I'm linking it in the description box for anybody that wants to see it. And I will also just say, especially if you're somebody that's been interested in having more time in your life for quality for yourself and things that you're attempting to do, if you're interested in a home-based business or earning more income online, definitely click the link below, because this is going to help you understand some things that I will say just have really made me free at times where I haven't felt like I can even function. And that's me just being very completely honest. I've kind of been sharing a little bit more about myself in these daily shortcuts, but I'm a cancer survivor, and I've been through some really difficult times. There are a lot of things about me that people probably have no idea when they just take a look at me and make whatever assumptions they draw by looking at me. And the truth is that I would not have the ability to give myself the kind of quality life and the care that I've really needed to just even be in the form to even do what I'm doing right now, let alone live. And for me, part of the reason why is just because of the leveraged time factor that I have had available in my life and being able to take periods of time off to attend to myself and my health. And I got this message today, and of course it's very business oriented, because it's really about what happens with people when they're trying to achieve something. And everybody wants some form of freedom, even if you don't love money or love what people do in the world to get it. I understand that. I'm one of those people too that feels like the emphasis and the value of how this exchange is made is really off, and I find it very polarizing too. And at the same time, I don't allow that polarization to be an impediment for me to flow freely in that space, because I have to live and breathe in the world too, and there are certain exchanges that need to be made currency-wise. And so sometimes the conversations that I have, especially with people that are into light workers, it's kind of like there's a breakdown in communication here, because they are so focused on wanting to help others, but they find themselves in a situation where often they're trying to give from an empty freaking well, because they've given it all away and they haven't learned how to receive in a world where what they have attached in their mind to what that means to actually, obtain that wealth or whatever, it's broken. It's like there's no bridge between the two because of how they've shut off in their mind about how others might get money or whatever it is. And so, it's kind of an interesting topic. And, I'm going off tangent from what my mentor Dave was sharing with me this morning, but it's the same point for me, because without leveraging your time, it's like you have no freedom. And there are certain things that you can do for money, but the more successful that you get, it's like you can't stop working. Like, I know plenty of people that are successful, that have YouTube channels, or they have other things going on that take clients, just like I do, have a client book, and they have absolutely no time freedom. All they're doing constantly is like kind of just grinding, putting out content, because it's like the minute the content stops, it's like, boom, there goes the income. And so that's scary. There's no time leverage with that. What happens if life calls and things happen? Like this morning, I had something important to do, and I had a bunch of things go on here, just even in my home, that I had to take care of. And it was so nice for me to just know that I was in control of my time, I was in control of my day. At the end of the day, I'm the only one that I'm accountable to, and that whether or not I got to what I had planned to do next that felt like the urgent thing that I had to do, I was still going to get paid today. So I actually woke up to a commission email that my company had stuck money into my payment gateway for something that I don't even know that I personally sold it. It's because of how I've set some things up in motion, and it's giving me leverage. And so I will just say that, today's message is a little bit more about time freedom, and I think also talking to people about practical things. I talk to people a lot about spiritual things, and there's a practical side of this too. What would happen if your needs, your physical, material needs were met in such a way where you had an extra blank, fill in the blank, dollar amount per month that you could rely on? You probably had a number show up in your mind that you're thinking of that makes you feel like you can breathe a little better. Now, just imagine if that was your reality, and that you could wake up the way I did this morning knowing, you know what, I could go and take a job somewhere, but it probably can't pay me enough to put up with all that when I can make that from home and still have time to put out my own fires and take care of my own life, right? That's leverage. And so there's a way to do it, and I think that anybody that's really been looking at finding a way to explore more what their spiritual side is, one of the more frustrating things that I hear about, because many of the people that even order readings for me are intuitives of some kind. They're spiritual people that sometimes have a practice or are looking to get into their own practice of some kind. Maybe they have a healing modality that they're very passionate about, maybe something that healed them that now they're using to also help heal others, like what I do. And maybe they really want to have that business, and I hear often from people that are working like that the hardest part is just being able to stay in business, because they're giving and giving all the time, but the pay isn't always there. And then it's like, if they're not constantly taking the clients, looking for the clients, doing a job, getting an upfront pay, it's like, there's nothing there. There's no security. And so I think that probably one of the more frustrating things that I hear is just feeling like frustrated when you have so much to give and you don't know how to do it in a way where you can also be safe. And so it's the same thing that, I would probably be in that situation too if I didn't have other ways to leverage my time. And so it was really interesting, actually, when I started working with this business coach. One of the things they were asking me about was like the time freedom and like how much time I could put into my mentoring, because I'm now making this video every single day speaking about making content. But I needed to make sure, and what I told him that was the most important to me is that whatever I was doing and taking on wouldn't take away from my ability to do my service to others. Because for me, I know that I can't do enough personal readings. I know that even if I blow up and I don't care if I have like 2 million subscribers. Yes, that would be great if people like my content so much and they want to share it and they take my messages. But what good is 2 million viewers if I can't even like service them properly, And so if I'm just doing that to make that my business, about like, oh, my business is, just giving you, spirit messages or whatever, I will never have a free freaking moment. And I will tell you right now, I get so many messages for you guys anyway that it's like I'm trying to stuff them and figure out ways to put them in my free messages, because I just hear them all the time. you know? And so call it an empath problem. You know, I'll take it. It's a good problem. I love it. And I like to be able to do that from the goodness of my heart and not in a way where it's like extracting from others. So it is a business, so to speak, you know? I mean, I'm a registered business. I'm a reverend too. And I have other business that does pay me and allows me to do things in the way that I just described so that I can offer it free, do a good job, take my time with it, and not feel rushed. I wonder what something like that might be worth to others. You know, for me, it's worth everything because it's given me peace of mind. So I wonder, you know, do you have peace of mind? What is it you're looking for in your life right now? Where do you need some focus? And definitely, we'll say, if any of this resonated on any level, definitely check out the video below. I'm actually working with a small handful of people. I've been building a team of people that are like-minded, that are looking for like a legitimate way to earn sustainable income from home that is reliable and that allows them time freedom to expand into different directions. So just going to leave on that thought today, and just thank you for being here. Getting ready to cut you down and dirty daily, and definitely take a look for your Reading in the Tarot by Tribe series, because those are being uploaded right now, the last 6. All right, happy Friday to you.